Okay, welcome back to another Foxy Games video. Right off the bat, if you want to skip forward to the commentary, my opinion on Concord beta on PS5, I advise you to skip forward to 6 minutes and 30 seconds because I'm going to remain silent for this rather impressive Concord intro. Enjoy.
Was that?
No.
That?
Sorry.
Oh, come on. We crushed that last job. Were they even watching? Oh, that's gotta be.
We have come to once again inquire about our free gunner status.
I am prepared to bask in glory.
I don't think there's gonna be any basking today, buddy. We're still locked out.
But did you tell them I have drank of the ancestral blood trees on Kalos?
And that I keep a very tidy ship.
We cannot tell them anything until they unlock the free gunner frequency.
Probably not gonna happen. What? Most people never get what they want. Set your expectations low. And prepare to be disappointed.
Wow.
If they disappoint her, I will hunt down these free gunners and I will speak to them very sternly.
It'll happen. One day. Someday. Transmission will come in and it says...
We're in.
Exactly, and then...
No veil. We're in.
We're free gunners.
Oh, how wonderful! I do not like having to be stern.
Glory is ours.
The galaxy is ours.
Hey, Captain.
Linux, you don't have to.
No. I want to say this. I've been alive a long time, and I have done some pretty awesome things, and some not so awesome things, like that time on Nidka with the spicy fungus, but that's not what this is about. This is about, well, there is no one I would rather traipse across this crazy galaxy with than you. You are the finest starship in the skies. Now, we should probably accept that offer before they realize we're a bunch of crazy misfits and they change their minds.
This is the captain of the North Star, broadcasting for the first time on the Free Gunner 414. Today, we join your ranks. One more ship blasting through the star fields faster than light. One more voice defying the guild, telling them they don't control us. One more crew scraping out a living, doing whatever it takes to be free.
With an honor-bound Colossian warrior.
And a keeper of a very tidy ship.
Never seen tidier.
So get ready, because from here on out, the free gunner crew of the North Star is on the job.
Hey, North Star, this is the Dark Cutter. Just wanted to say, it's on.
Booting it up.
This is it. The Galactic Guide.
Yep, it's a map.
Let's establish our roots, glance, and gather intel on the revolt. What happened? Did it cut out?
No. We're taking a moment to pay homage.
You switched it off? We got work to do. Captain, turn it back on.
I'm with Linux. We should acknowledge the sacrifice.
Why are you kissing a tchotchke?
This is an authentic item from the Starship Implacable. How do you two not know about the Implacable?
How old are you now?
Old enough to know legends matter.
Thank you, Captain. This map used to belong to the Guild and the Guild alone. They controlled the space lanes. held the galaxy hostage.
They were the only ones who were allowed to fly.
Enter the crew of the Implacable. They risked their lives, lost their lives to steal this map.
And they gave it away for free.
That's how the Free Gunners started.
To this day, that tradition is honored. New crews like us are given this map, these space things.
Freedom. So, homage.
Wow. Much paid. Now let's establish roots, Glance.
This really is, well, it's been a while since I played a hero shooter or any multiplayer, competitive multiplayer. I think the last one was Destiny back in 2014. So your hero shooter, arena-based multiplayer, PvP, your co-ops. I'm a noob. Overwatch, Paladins, Warzone, Halo Infinite multiplayer, Apex Legends, Warframe, Destiny 2. Haven't been near them. Not even Fortnite. So my experience with this stuff is very limited. And yeah, I didn't do too badly in my, first game. So let's see where this goes. Yeah, so I'm going to give you my opinion on Concord on PS5, whether it's something you should consider. Bearing in mind, it's not a free-to-play game. It is retailing, at least in the UK, for around £35, possibly 40 quid. Or $40 rather in the US. So yeah, first of all, GamesRadar.com headline is Concord gets an early seal of approval from hero shooter rival Overwatch amid open beta praise for solid gunplay and some amazing sci-fi art. Concord, it seems, had a very strong first weekend. So yeah, I will testify to the fact that the visuals are absolutely amazing. There were times I couldn't tell when it moved from CGI to actual in-game graphics. That's how good they are. And it's very smooth to play, excellent controls. So the Sony upcoming hero shooter Concord got its first public showing over the weekend with an early access beta available to select players ahead of a full-fledged open beta later this week, which has been extended to today, Monday. And despite having some stiff competition from Overwatch, the PS5 sci-fi FPS got some pretty positive reactions. Perhaps the most telling of those is from the Overwatch senior animator Carl DeSange, who said that the rival hero shooter is a great surprise so far with a distinct character roster and fast and kinetic combat. Overwatch's position in the hero shooter market is in no doubt, so a nod from one of its developers is pretty good news for Concord. DeSange wasn't, however, the only dev with something nice to say, as Insomniac lead engine programmer Ilan Raskin took time to highlight the soulful character change animations. Plenty of other people who had their hands on the game over the weekend, like Second Wind's Nick Calandra, mentioned solid gunplay and diverse heroes, suggesting that PlayStation, in spite of all the naysayers at when the game was first shown at a State of Play, a lot of people were anti Concord, but it seems it's winning people over. Because PlayStation could have another multiplayer winner on its hands. Kinda Funny's Paris Lily and Blessing Adeoye Jr. were also impressed. Lily said that there's room for some tweaks and to TTK and weapon balancing, but Concord has a chance in the already competitive and crowded PvP scene. Adeoye Jr. meanwhile said that the Concord is actually fantastic, exactly what he wanted it to be. Interesting stuff. So it's not all gunplay though. Journalist Stephen Totilo has highlighted that Control looks damn fine too, highlighting cosmetic themed loading screen art that's both extremely pretty and speaks to the entertainingly fleshed out science fiction worlds. Concord's early access beta is ending today, but there's another open Concord beta kicking off on July 18, running till July 21st, which should give you a chance really to check out the hero shooter if you missed out this time around. So yeah, access to PlayStation Plus subscribers and the extra day, which is today. So there's a chance if you're watching this video now, there's a chance you might be able to hop on and get an hour out of it. But yeah. So what do I think of Concord? Well, I think it's extremely easy to play. I had no issues with it. I got a few kills, plenty of assists. I was quite happy with the gameplay. Character roster looks great. As I say, visuals look great. Sound effects though, the guns could sound a bit punchier, especially if you're using anything that resembles a shotgun on there. It doesn't sound very shotgun-y to me. But I do like the sound of the character that has the crossbow. I like that. And, you know, I'm surprised I did so well actually in my playthrough because, you know, I wasn't really expecting to get very far in this. I just, you know, wasn't really doing it to really win anything or competitively play. I just wanted to get a feel for the game and then give you, my subscribers or viewers, my opinion on whether this is something you might want to consider. I'm a bit torn on whether it should be moldy, you know, one of these. I'm a bit torn on whether it should be a game that you should pay for. You know, £35 UK, $40 US. Not sure. Maybe Sony should have gone with a you know, free-to-play model and stuck it on PlayStation Plus. Because when you look at other games that Sony have sold you, games that are not free-to-play, games like Helldivers 2, according to videogamer.com, that game has dropped off significantly. Helldivers 2 has lost 97% of its players as it hits the lowest point ever since release. Every game really goes through its highs and lows, and Helldivers 2 is no exception. But after experiencing a meteoric rise, peaking at 70 times the amount of players that the first title saw, the game has seen a major decline as players leave to play other games, which is expected for any game, both single and multiplayer. But according to Steam DB, Helldivers 2 hit its lowest player count ever on July 9th, going down to just 12,944 concurrent players on Steam. At its peak, the game saw 458,709 players. We're talking almost 500,000 players, and that doesn't even include PS5 gamers, of which I don't have metrics for. At the time of writing, Helldivers 2 is currently 44th on the Steam chart, beating out games such as Red Dead Redemption, Left 4 Dead 2, and even Overwatch 2, although it is edging out titles such as Cyberpunk 2077 in concurrent players still, which is, I suppose, good news on one side of the coin. But very few games can maintain their large player counts long term, and even top established titles such as Fortnite have seen their shares of ups and downs. Despite it seeing a major dip in players, it doesn't appear that Arrowhead Game Studios is too worried about it, as all it takes is one major update to get players interested again, such as the upcoming arrival of the Illuminate to bring hundreds of thousands of players back to the game. So there is that. And Palworld developer encouraged players to play different games while waiting for their next update, saying if you're still playing Palworld, we love you. If you're no longer playing Palworld, we still love you, and we hope you'll come back for round 2 when you're ready. Play lots of games, try different genres, frequently flick through indie libraries to find hidden gems, and when the summer update was released last month, it brought back millions of players, and is still seeing 100,000 plus concurrent players on Steam alone. So Helldivers 2 is currently seeing a lull in content at the minute, but the developers are on summer vacation, so we can expect to see new content to the game over the next few weeks throughout the rest of the summer. That doesn't mean that there isn't going to be anything to do though, as players recently unlocked the Commando rocket launcher by completing the latest major order to figure out what to pair it with to take on automatons terminates in your next mission. So yeah, Concord then. Have you played Concord? What characters did you use? And are you going to join the beta when it has its second round a little bit later in July? sound off in the comments and let me know what you think of Concords, because visually I think it's outstanding actually. But then it is a game that you have to pay for. Although I've seen free to play games look just as good. But yeah, I'm a bit 50-50 on whether I'm gonna be buying this game. I doubt it very much. It's not really my type of thing. But I am letting you know how it plays in case you haven't hit the beta yet, and giving you my feedback, because on this channel we like to mix things up a little. And you know, sometimes I like to get out of my comfort zone. I'm not really a multiplayer guy, so to speak. I mainly dabble in the single player of things. I'm a heavy narrative, story-driven type of player. But yeah, thought I'd come out of my comfort zone and let you know all about Concord on PS5 beta and obviously PC. So there you have it. If you like this sort of thing, hit notification, like and subscribe. I'll see you again in the next video.